Good afternoon. Welcome to the board meeting of the Teachers Retirement Board for April 23rd, 2026. I'll start by calling the roll. Joseph Borelli. Thomas Brown.
Here. Present. And good afternoon.
Phil Dukes.
Present.
Gregory Faulkner. Victoria Lee. Present. Christina McGrath.
Fisher present.
Amy Slattery.
Present and good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We have a quorum. So the next item on the agenda is an update from TRS operations, given to us by Kavita Conwell.
Thank you, Patricia. Good afternoon, everyone. Regarding TRS summer retirements, April 1st marked the beginning of summer retirement season. TRS has already received almost 300 retirement applications for this summer. In future meetings, we will continue to report on the number of members who filed for retirement. And related to our RMD, finally, the filing season is open for over 38,000 members who must receive a required minimum distribution from their TDA account for 2026. In early May, these members should receive their RMD notification letters in the mail. Early online filing is available, and nearly 900 members have already made their election on the TRS website. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita. Next is an update from the actuary.
Good afternoon. Since the last board meeting, the Office of the Actuary has released 12 new fiscal notes impacting TRS. 10 of those were related to Tier 6 improvements. So 8 of those lowered member contributions in a variety of different ways. 2 provided earlier unreduced retirement after 30 years of service, one at age 60 with 30 years of service, the other at age 57 with 30 years of service. One allows for unreduced early retirement at age 55 with 13 years of service for disabled veterans, and one increases the earnings limit for retirees who return to public service from $35,000 to $50,000. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions for Merrick? Thank you.
Next on the executive director's report is the matter of the next meeting, Thursday, May 21st, 2026. That's all we have in the executive director's report this month. So I'll move on to the calendar and the approval of the following minutes. March 5th, 2026 investment meeting minutes and the March 19th, 2026 board meeting minutes.
Thank you. So we will vote for each of these separately. No, what we'll do is we'll vote for them together. Okay, so do you hear a motion to accept the March 5th, 2026 investment meeting minutes and the March 19th, 2026 board meeting minutes?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Great. Everyone who is in favor, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay. Great. The investment meeting minutes and the board meeting minutes have been accepted. Thank you.
Next is the calendar items. You received an electronic version of these, the calendar for your review. So, okay, waive the reading.
Reading has been waived. And is there a motion to accept the calendar items for April 2026?
So moved.
It's been moved. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, ready to vote. Is there any question or comments? Great. Those in favor of approving the calendar items for April 2026, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And the calendar items have been approved. Thank you.
Next on the agenda is presentation on TRS artificial intelligence. And Eric Diaz is our Chief AI Officer is going to give that presentation.
Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. Just give me one moment to set up.
Look at that photo.
Yeah. Little less stuff on the desk at that point, right? So, good afternoon, members of the board. My name is Eric Diaz, and I'm the Chief AI Officer. I lead the AI Center of Innovation, which reports directly to the Executive Director. And I've had the privilege to present to the board in November of 2024 when we were beginning our AI initiatives. Today, I'm pleased to share how far we've come and our plans for the future. And I'll try to get through these slides quickly so we can get to my favorite part, which is the live demo. So why did TRS pursue AI? The executive director established the AI Center of Innovation because she recognized that AI was going to change how agencies like ours operate. TRS needs to be ahead of it rather than playing catch up. The AICI handles AI governance, the TRS AI portal, AI training, and emerging AI initiatives across the agency. We serve every TRS employee across all departments, and we currently have 450 trained, registered users and growing. Everything we do at the AICI maps to these 4 goals. Operational excellence. And this is about making sure the platform works and scales. If the tools are unreliable, the rest of this doesn't work. Member service enhancement is about applying AI to the work that directly impacts our members. Workforce enablement is in the training and support side. The tools are only as good as people's ability to use them. And responsible governance is making sure we are doing all of this securely and within policy. So these are the 4 pillars. Every project, every initiative connects back to one of them. Now let me show you where we started. Before the portal, there were no centralized AI tools. Some staff were using free AI tools on their own with no data protection and no oversight. That created real risk around member data. And knowledge was scattered. If you needed to look up a policy or draft something, you were digging through multiple systems, asking around, doing it manually. Now that worked, but it was slow. And all that manual work was time that could have been better spent serving members. So that was the starting point. Now let's discuss what we built. When I last presented, I showed the board Chat TRS, a proof of concept. Now that proof of concept has grown into a centralized AI platform that we launched agency-wide on December 31st, 2025. And the portal has these 3 tools. First, Chat TRS. This is the workhorse. Staff ask questions about TRS policies, draft correspondence, prepare for member calls. It is based on approved TRS documents, so the answers reference real TRS material. Sorry about that. Of course. Excuse me. General Chat is the open-ended AI assistant. You can use it for brainstorming or learning new concepts. This is content that does not need to be TRS specific. Think of it as the everyday productivity tool. Talk to My Documents, which was rolled out in March, is the newest capability. Staff can upload Word, PDF, or Excel files and ask the AI questions about them directly. Summarize a 50-page report, compare to documents, pull out key data points. And this is the one that gets the biggest reaction when people see it for the first time. So the goal is to show that AI helps you work smarter. It does not replace you. And a final important note, sensitive data protection is always on, and every interaction is logged for auditing and compliance. So if the demo is my favorite part of the presentation, then this is my favorite slide. Now that you've seen what the portal is, let me show you how it's being used. And the data here runs through April 19th of this year. From the top row left to right, 5,047 total prompts processed, 450 registered users, which is a combination of full-time staff, temp, and consultants, 193 repeat users who keep coming back, and 81 combined active and power users sending between 15 and 30 plus prompts per week. The bottom row shows where the usage is going. 72% of all prompts go through Chat TRS. And that tells you that people are using this for real work, not just experimenting. 20% general chat for everyday productivity. 8% Talk to My Documents, which is, as I said, our newest feature. And our peak week was last week with 476 prompts. The growth line at the bottom is the number I want you to take away. Week 1, we had 113 prompts from 35 users. Last week, 476 prompts from 89 users. That's 321% growth in prompts and more than doubled our active users. I want to be clear, this is organic adoption. We're not mandating usage. People are coming back because the tools are saving them time. Responsible AI use is everyone's responsibility. We didn't build the technology first and figure out governance later. Governance came first. So here are 5 principles every TRS employee follows. Human in the loop. Always review AI output before you use it. You are responsible for anything you send, save, or act on. Protect sensitive data. Do not enter member identifiers or confidential information into unapproved tools. The portal has protections built in, but you still need to be thoughtful on how you use it. Verify, then trust. AI gets you the answers faster, but TRS systems and official records are still the source of truth. So you can use AI to draft and explore, then verify before you act on it. And that's human in the loop in practice. Follow the policy. Use AI tools in line with the acceptable use policy and only use tools that have been approved. And finally, data stays within TRS. Everything runs through TRS managed as resources and nothing is shared externally or on the web. So now we will go to the actual demo. Let me just make this a little larger. A little easier for everyone to see. So in the effort to save time, I started with talk to my documents and actually uploaded our board transcripts from January for both the investment and board meeting. And I started with a very simple prompt. Provide a short executive summary for the board indicating important points for the attached meetings.
Summary of the whole,
Yes, sir.
it's a long.
Yes, yeah, I don't remember the exact number of pages, but I can definitely tell you it was over about 20.
Long, yeah.
And this is a combination of both the board meeting and the investments meeting. And I'll just scroll down a little bit more. There's the board takeaways. And if you notice, it's actually giving you recommendations here. Would you like to have a 1-page board memo? So let's actually.
Overall board takeaways, that's through AI?
Yes, sir. That is the assessment of both meetings. It says the overall board takeaways are routine governance items were completed efficiently, including approvals of minutes, calendar items, and conference attendance. The board has formally recognized an important senior staff retirement and welcomed new and returning board participants. Investment discussions reflected a general favorable outlook for 2026, but with caution regarding labor market conditions, asset valuations, and private market leverage. Several substantive investment and contracting matters were advanced in the executive session with public details to follow when appropriate, right? So at that point, it's asking you, do you want a 1-page board memo? So let's add a little bit to this, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to add 2 additional board meeting minutes from February. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. So. It's uploading the files. And now what you're seeing, first of all, is what I had discussed. We're making sure that our data is protected. So what it's doing is giving you initial PII warning for physical address. In discussion with risk, this was something that we were allowed to move forward, but we needed to have the individuals who are using the tool ensure this is something that they wanted to move forward with. So in this case, we're going to say yes. And it's analyzing both files. So each file as it go through is being analyzed. It's the same warning for a physical address, and we're going to say yes to this file. So now that we have all 4 minutes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, do the same analysis. And the great thing is that it doesn't care about my typos. Do the same analysis and put it into the 1-page board memo.
So they'll combine the takeaways for
For all 4.
all 4.
Yes. So right now it's processing it. So because it's additional documents, it's going to take a little bit of time to analyze it, but you can see that it's actually reasoning over it right now. What's 4 documents? So it's almost ready. At least that's what it's saying, right? Okay. Well,
I see to hurry up.
I would love, yeah. I apologize. This is not something that normally happens, but it is technology, right? So let's restart the prompt. Actually,
That'd be the typos.
stop. All right, while that's processing, I'll come back to that. Let's actually go to Chat TRS, which is the other function that we leverage here at TRS primarily. Yeah. So once again, just for the sake of time, I started with a more comprehensive prompt for Chat TRS. And I started with, I'm a new contact center representative and a member just called asking about Tier 4 vesting and their retirement options. Can you walk me through what I need to know to report confidently? The key vesting requirements, retirement options, and anything I would flag for a senior colleague. Then draft a short script I can use on the call to explain to the member in plain language. Please cite the TRS documents that you're referencing. So now as you'll see here, it's explaining what you should know for Tier 4. A member becomes vested within 5 years of service. Key distinction of vested versus full retirement eligibility. Which retirement eligibility depends on for vesting. Where the retired plans are. And if you notice, there's little citations at the end of each statement, and those reference documents at the end. So what you can say confidently to the member, what you can flag for a senior colleague.
That's Tier 6, I'm sorry, right?
This is Tier 4.
Tier 6.
Tier 6? I'm sorry, Tier 6, apologies.
Okay.
Yeah. What to flag for senior colleagues, suggesting handling approaches on the call, a plain language script for the call. Here's a short script you can use. Under TRS rules, you become vested once you have 5 years of service credit. Being vested means you've earned the right to a reduced retirement benefit starting at age 55. That said, vesting is not the same as qualifying for full retirement benefit. Full retirement eligibility depends on additional rules, including your time, your age, when you retire, and your total years of service. And then there's takeaways for that. And as I mentioned, you can actually cite the actual document.
Do our call center members use this now?
Yes,
Eric, tell me if call center members use this now.
yeah, yes, call center members are using this now.
No, I'm sorry. She answered by doing this, so,
Oh,
yeah, oh, yeah.
yes, so member services is actually one of our largest groups using the tool. This must be, apologize for the latency today.
Like, remember that they're using this, or isn't there a period of silence before this answer comes up?
Not really, this is very slow. But normally it's pretty quick.
Well,
Yeah.
you gave a lot to do, but in one, you just
Oh,
give
I think in the questions, it's not so much.
right.
I'm,
One question.
The
So,
other documents.
I can say normally this is not the case, but of course, because I'm presenting today, it decided, it's payback. It's payback from the AI. That's what it's doing to me.
Probably no.
Yeah. For the purposes of the reference that I selected, it actually went directly to the document and the section of the document that it referenced. And I do want to point out, if you notice in the citation, it's actually the same document. It's referencing each time, but it's referencing different sections. So in this case, the vested eligibility and the retirement are literally on the same page. So it's citing them in both places. You have the flexibility to expand as many documents as you would like to cite. You can actually fine tune how the model responds to be more creative, to be more refined, more thoughtful. There's a lot of flexibility with the tool. We also have a help menu to help guide people on how to best use it with sample prompts that they can automatically inject into the tool. Our FAQs have best practices as well as tips, which leverage actually the prompt framework that we actually share with all of the staff member when we train them. So they have a better understanding how to get good results from generative AI tools. I'd like to try to go back to this here. And I'm going to give it another shot if you guys don't mind. Now it's analyzing all 4 files. And just for security purposes, when we use talk to my documents, the documents don't stay resident in that section, right? From a security perspective, anything that is uploaded and talk to my documents is automatically deleted in 24 hours. It's session-based and individual to the end user, meaning if you upload a file to talk to my documents, I can't see it. So we're going to ask it for, once again, and hopefully we'll get a better response, 1-page memo for all meetings. Oh, okay. See, now it doesn't want me to look bad.
Had a heads up though, it's fine.
So this is very detailed for all the meetings. It's indicating all the ones that it reviewed. There's your January 8th investment meeting, the board meeting, the February investment meeting, and the February board meeting. It's just showing you, and in this case, when it works quickly, it works.
But normally it does work.
Yes, sir. Normally this is, unfortunately, technology does have its issues. But you can see, just kind of refreshing the page, going back and re-uploading the documents, that we got the standard result that our staff sees. I can zoom in a little bit more if it's difficult to read. Is that better?
Or
Let me try. Let me just close the conversation history and maybe, is that better now? A little bit better? Okay. All right. So let me just switch back now. Okay. So as you can see, AI is already providing value here at TRS. So here's the roadmap. M365 Copilot. This brings AI directly into the Microsoft tools staff use every day. So summarize Teams meetings you missed, draft Outlook emails faster, and accelerate work across Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. AI agents. An AI agent is different from the portal. The portal answers questions, and agent acts. So one early example we're exploring is an agent to review and improve member-facing documents. Today, a staff member reviews every letter, form, and brochure before it goes out. With an agent, they'll have them help them check for clarity, consistency, and tone. The goal is that every document a member receives reads the same and is easy to understand. Intelligent document processing. AI-powered processing that automatically extracts, analyzes, and verifies documents. Think pension verification forms, index cards, historical records, anything scanned. The AI does the extraction and verification, reducing manual review for staff. AI-assisted code development. Using AI to accelerate software development by generating and analyzing code, creating user stories, and drafting test cases. The AI Ambassador Program. We want to empower our staff by training champions in every department to drive adoption and support their teams. And the AI Training Program, expanding AI literacy and skills development across the agency so everyone has the skills they need to ensure successful usage and adoption. So we're just getting started, but the foundation is solid. The platform is in production and the adoption is real. So thank you for your time. Any questions? Yes,
Christina.
Hi, thanks. That was great. Is there any plans in the future to like put it on the website? Like, you know, when you go on a website, there's like a little chat bot and you can ask them a question there, any of that, or even when a call center, you know, sometimes when you call, the AI answers first and then it takes you to the call center member, anything like that coming up?
yes, I'm exploring that with member services now. Because it's in the exploratory phase, it's not listed on the roadmap right now.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
That's great. Do you think AI will impact the number of associates TRS will have in the future?
The goal for the AI training program is to upskill to the staff so that we don't have to be in that position. I think, honestly, as I mentioned earlier in the presentation, human in the loop is critical. As much as AI is valuable, it doesn't have the institutional knowledge. Yes, it summarized the board meeting, but it doesn't have the understanding as to how you got to your decision making, right? So I think it's a long road ahead before you get to that point to say, you know what, we can start laying people off because of AI. And from personal experience, in the 3 to 4 years I've actively been using it, I've never used the first output from any AI.
That's good to
I
hear.
would just say that when we improve our effective, effectiveness, or our ability to do things quickly, we use attrition to reduce our staffing levels. We don't,
If you have to reduce that.
if I have to reduce, we do
Of course.
do it through attrition. And trust me, we're getting old here, so there's gonna be a lot of attrition.
Can you clarify where we are?
Oh, staff, we have a very
Oh, I thought you meant at the
aging
table.
staff. We have an aging staff, so we'll have a lot of opportunity if we want, if we need to take it to use attrition, reduce our staffing levels.
Eric, that was excellent.
Doing it won't be. Soon it'll just be Michelle.
We're all gonna retire.
They're
Eric.
hiring anyone new.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Now we move on. I forgot we're starting a meeting. Now we move on. I think that concludes our business in public session. Is there anyone who has anything to add in public session for today?
How do, we have to
At
figure-
this time, the motion has been moved. It's been seconded. Is there any questions from the people here at this table? All those in favor of going into executive session, please say aye.
Aye.
Or say nay. We're now in executive session. Liz? Great. We are now back in public session. And at this time, we will have a readout from our own Priscilla Bailey.
Hello, Mr. Chair. Hello, everyone. I can't see the boardroom, but I can speak. Is that okay?
Yes, that should be fine.
Okay. In the executive session of the April 23rd board meeting, there was a resolution on an investment manager recommendation. The resolution passed. Details to be made public pending further action and at the appropriate time. Thank you.
Okay.
And at this time, before we ask a motion to adjourn, I'd just like to thank William Montague, who's up on the screen. Will, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
Will, thank you. We
Thanks,
appreciate your work. We'll see you the next time then. Thanks, Will. And at that, we will take a motion to adjourn. It's been moved. Then is there a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments? All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. We are now adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, why I was thinking you were.